welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tandiwe. I'm a founder of Milestone Special Learning. I work with children that are diagnosed with autism and children with special needs. Before I get started with the video, guys, Autism Magazine SA has a branch coming up on the 1st of October. We will have autism professionals, we'll have speech therapists, occupational therapists, ABA therapists, and also play therapists. So maybe if you were looking into taking your child to any of the therapists and you want to have more insight of what is happening, what they all help with, you are more than welcome to come. Our tickets are available on Quicket. It's 200 per ticket. I will leave the link on the description down below. And yeah, you know, just for 200 you get to socialize with people, you get all the information, plus you get breakfast. So I hope that I'm gonna see some of you guys there. Anyways, before I waste any more time, I just wanna get into the topic. Before getting into the topic though, guys, I just want to let you guys know this topic is from our latest issue. Please go check it out. It's free on issue ISSU. Yeah, so you'll just have to, I'll leave the the cover of the magazine so that you guys can see which magazine it is. And yeah, and also okay, just to make things easier, I'll just leave the link for you on the description box. Instead of having to go log on issue and search for the Autism magazine, you can just click on the link and then it will direct you straight to our latest issue. Anyways, guys, so with today's topic, I wanna share a story. So I started working with this child last year, September. So it's exactly a year this month. So I started working with him, and when I started working with him, it was not verbal, but he knew how to like say tata, you know, all those, you know, just few words. And this year he started saying like quite a few words, like and how we got him to say that was how we got him to communicate was that we would tell him what that is what he wants, you know, like maybe he really loves writing, right? So maybe he wants me to open a cookie. He can open his own cookie, but it's a thing for him to ask opening for a cookie. So he will give me the cookie. So every time before I open the cookie, I'll say open, and then I open it and I give it to him. So I did it for like few times until like he got it. Like maybe after a few weeks, he would give me a cookie and I look at him and it'll say open, and then I open, you know. So now he knows that when he wants something to be open for him, instead of just throwing a tantrum or just giving to you, you know, he would just say open. Right now we are at a point where I don't even look at him anymore, because looking at him was a prompt, like what do you say? But now I don't even have to look at him. I just give him the cookie. He just gives me the cookie and I say open, and then he says open, and then he opens, and then I open it. Anyways, same thing with packing away toys. So when we were packing away whatever that he was playing with, I would like maybe take a lid and then I'd say close, and then I'd close, you know. And then later on, after few weeks, I would give him the lid this time and I'd look at him and I say close, and then he closes. Now I don't even have to look at him. I just give him the lid and he closes. So this is just to show that just because a child is not verbal doesn't mean that you're not supposed to talk with them or show them or teach them how to communicate. And sometimes it might take a little bit longer than just few days or few weeks or few months, but you shouldn't just stop, you know. You should always try. And also with toilet, every time I take him to toilet, I'll be like toilet, and I'd also sign for it, because it's easier if you sign for it and if you take if you say it, so that if they can't say it, then they know how to sign for it, you know. And then he goes to the toilet. But now when I say let's go to toilet, he touches himself like toilet, and then he goes to the toilet. Because sometimes younger children, the child that I'm speaking about now is 4 years, so his fine motor skills are not that developed to be signing for toilet or other stuff, but for thank you and for more he can sign. But you know, other stuff like toilet he can sign. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the topic. So the first one that I was talking about was, just because your child does not talk doesn't mean that you should stop talking to them. Always try to communicate with your child, and always try to let them request for stuff. Like maybe your child would just shove the bottle for so that you can open, and then you need to tell them or show them how to communicate, open. And then always use language all the time. You don't just take your child to the toilet, you communicate with them. We're going to the toilet now, or maybe if you guys are about to leave to the store, let's go, we're going to the store, instead of just taking their hand or whatever, or just opening the door and then they just run out. You need to communicate. And children are visual learners. Some children take longer than others to talk. We all know that by now. So maybe also use labels on stuff. Children, children learn so much from us. The kid that I'm telling you guys about, we last year we were doing ABCs up to Z, and now on Monday actually I was telling his mom, he was pointing at A, then I say A, and then he points at B. I'm like, he knows his alphabet. He even knows how to say his alphabet, A up to Z. But now he's waiting for me to say A up to Z. And I'm like, okay, he's prompting me to say all these alphabets. And when we get to Z, I say Z, he looks at me and is like, good, That is what I do to him, I'm pointing at stuff when I want him to say things. And also, just while I'm at that, I just want to say that some children, it's good to tact. So texting is, maybe you take an apple, you show them apple, especially when you know that they are already verbal, but their speech is not it's not direct, like they wouldn't speak to someone, but you want to show them stuff in the house so that they also know how to request for it. So you show them apple, and then they say apple, and then you go for water. It helps them to also know what everything else in the house is by name, and maybe one day they would like request for it without having to just go grab it, or pushing you towards it, or directing you towards it. But also directing someone to the item that they want is also a milestone, because now it means that they can communicate what they want. But now you need to work with what you have to get them to say other stuff as well. Okay, so you can also use like pictures around the house. You can stick them on like maybe door, on like maybe a window or kettle or whatever, everything, just so that they know what it is. And every time they request for something, you show them the picture and you say maybe water. They know they're looking for water. So let me see if I'm skipping something. This video is really short. And also encourage play. Always play with your child, and when you playing with your child, you teach them how to communicate. Maybe feed the baby and tell them, oh, baby is eating. Or maybe you guys can, like, maybe if your child is a girl, you guys can have like a tea party where you like pour tea in a cups and then you drink. This is really nice. Let's put some sugar. How many teaspoons do you want? Even if you're talking alone at that time, they are listening. Believe me, they're listening to you. So you always need to play with them, to socialize with them. And it also helps them it does not only help them to communicate, but it also helps them to know what certain things are called, and also how to play with other kids, how to share with other kids. So you need to engage your child like that. Okay, always use speech, even when using other methods of communication that I have said. Even if you're using pictures, always use speech. Anyways, so yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. It was really short and I hope sweet. So please, guys, get our ticket, our branch ticket, and we really hope to see you there. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to post your questions on the comment section. Yeah, anyways, you are more than welcome to ask your questions here on YouTube, and I will answer and get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Tell us if it was helpful. Tell us what kind of communication method you're using for your child. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.